Hi, so today we are going to look at how to create a Google document. So let's start off easy here with just how to get there. So if you're on the Google homepage or in your Gmail, it doesn't matter. You should be able to see this in the upper right hand corner. You're going to look for this box with the dots. That's the Google app tab. If you click on that, it will pull open a bunch of different Google Suite applications. If you don't see Docs here, go ahead and click More, and it should pop up on the next screen here. I'm going to go ahead and click on it, and then to start a new doc, we'll just click this big Google Plus button here. Now that we're in Docs, I wanted to talk about how to use it with coworkers or students, other parties, in order to use Docs as a collaboration tool. So the very first thing I'd recommend doing is making sure the document is named so that whoever is seeing this document knows what the contents are and they don't have to open it up. This is especially prevalent to teachers who maybe are doing an essay and they have 120 students. We don't want 120 untitled documents being thrown at us in our emails. That's the last thing that we have time to deal with. So what I like to do is make sure that I have my students name the document, whatever it is that we're working on, and then also put their name and period number in there. If you're a teacher, that is a must. For the next bit, I wanted to talk about the collaboration feature. So the very first thing that we need to address is this big blue share button. Right now, I have not shared this with anybody. I'm going to click share here, and it will pop up with this box. There's a couple different options here. Usually I just type in email addresses because usually your school or workplace will have a catalog of the email addresses that you need anyway, but maybe you need to share a link with somebody, and that is also another way that you can share the document. But I'm just going to go ahead and focus on just this function here. So I'll use my own personal email address. So if I click send, then this would go to my email and I would get a notification that this person has shared this Google Doc with me to see. Before we send the document, we have to make sure that we know what their permissions are. In Google Docs, there are 3 different permissions. The first one is can edit. So that basically makes the person you share with a co-owner. They can do anything that you can do. They can change the document however they want. This is great if you're collaborating with coworkers or other people and you want to be able to work on the same document together. I often do this with my students in group projects where they have to work with each other. The next one is can comment. So this is really great for peer editing and revisions where people can see the document and make suggestions, but they can't change the content of the document. They can only kind of have a side conversation. And then the last one is the least obtrusive, is just they can view it, just like a PDF or something. They can't interact with it, but they can see it. So you got to determine what is the best course for whatever the function is that you're doing. So I'll just leave it as can edit, which is the default, and then you would click send here.